Hey guys, it's Katsia here. I know a lot of you have questions about the state of Cat & Company and what happened, and I'm here to address these questions and tell you all why I no longer have ownership over the group. It all started a few days ago when I met a user under the name of Chilled Fanta. He seemed to be a very nice and charismatic person. He was an experience builder, showed me his work, and I was quite impressed. He was acquainted with another developer in training within our group and was active with my staff and I within our Discord server. Things quickly went downhill from there. Chilled Fanta accused the other developer in training of calling him a stalker and that they were a bad person. He said he didn't want to work in the group with that other developer, so he convinced me to fire them. I don't know if that was true or not. I want to apologize to that person. I'm sorry. You know who you are. From there, Chilled Fanta worked to become closer to me. He messaged me multiple times a day. Chilled Fanta related to me when he told me he had anxiety. It's something I had struggled with my entire life and was hospital homebound with. I told him how during that period of time in my life, when I was under a hospital homebound program, I spent it working on my group, Cat & Company. He knew how important it was to me. Chilled Fanta was constantly flaunting wealth within our Discord server, offering to buy people expensive items such as MacBooks and iPhones. This instantly led to everyone having some suspicions. For most, those suspicions were ignored. Chilled Fanta started talking to me about what I wanted to do with my future. I told him how I intended to go to university to work as an elementary school teacher. He started telling me how he had enough to pay for my education. Deep down, I think I knew that this wasn't true. But I was kind of blinded by the idea of getting to go to university without debt. After all, who wouldn't want to be debt-free after university? It's so expensive. Although I was first against it and said no, he eventually convinced me to sell my group because what he would pay would help me with my education. I made up a contract and he did sign it, and I do have proof of it, so I'm making sure to put all the proof up on the screen. You guys can pause it and take a look if you need to. He told me he would pay me before I gave him group ownership, so I didn't have to worry about getting scammed. And then he told me that he would keep all my staff. And although he was willing to pay a suspicious amount of money, and I knew it was suspicious and concerning, I was blinded by the idea of getting my education to actually look into all it and notice the signs that this was clearly not a good person. When the time came for the deal to actually take place, Chilled Fanta, who also goes by the name of Josh, as you will have seen in the contract and everything, told me he was nervous I was going to scam him. I told him I would go first, which was really stupid of me, and I totally regret this decision. He told me that he would let me hold on to some of his limiteds. So we agreed, and he traded me his most expensive limited item, which was worth around, I think, 19,000 Robux at the time. And I transferred the group to him, which was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. He told me he was about to send payment through PayPal, and then he proceeded to block me. He was too afraid to face backlash because he blocked me and all my staff on every platform, which I almost found kind of funny that he just didn't want to hear anything we had to say. He sold the group shortly after owning it. I don't even know if he owned it for a full day. We contacted one of the co-owners of their group and he or she said they had access to the holder with the group. And their name was, I think, AXH Ymir. I can't remember for sure, but the screenshots will be on the screen. They said they had access to the group, and I asked them if she could get us our group back, and she said yes. I promised her the limited that I had gotten from Chilled Fanta, as well as my super, super happy face, which is the one I wear all the time. And she said she would do it, but she wanted the beast mode first. But I had a feeling we might get scammed again, so I was kind of nervous, but I was also really, really desperate at this point. I kind of felt like I didn't have a choice. We tried basically everything. She said she was afraid of getting scammed, so she wanted the limited first. I agreed, and after she blocked all contact with us, I know most of you are confused and concerned about what is going on. We kind of currently don't know ourselves, but there's a new group. It's called Calypso, kind of like Calypso. You can join that one in order to stay updated. I'll make sure to post it in the group description, and thanks to everybody who's been supporting us and been with us during this difficult time. If you guys want to help, I'm going to be posting all the profiles that need to be reported for scamming in the video description, because I've met other people that Chilled Fanta has scammed, and this just isn't acceptable behavior. This shouldn't be going on within the community, and it's just disgusting, and he disgusts me. So if you guys want to make sure to report those players, we would love it if you would just do that for us and help us. Let's get some justice going on here. He needs to be banned from this site. Thanks y'all for watching. Katsuya's out now.